can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Wow. What a game. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the NBA Recap. Let's start back in the video. Back in the episode, man. Wow. That was the best game of the series for sure. The big moments were insane. I was so impressed by the game that I wrote down notes. Like, ridiculous, man. The game was crazy, man. Everything was ballistic, man. Like, ballistic, bro. Like, fuck, man. That was a really good game, and I'm really impressed by both teams putting their heart out to everything. More especially Devin Booker, because the rest of the Phoenix Suns didn't do jack. But yeah, man. I want to talk about. I want to talk about the game, man. We gotta talk about it, man. I'm gonna hop right into it. First point on my notes is that, man, oh man, beginning of the first quarter, man, I thought it was gonna be a regular ass game. Regular ass game. It seemed like the Bucks were just gonna shoot threes like they always do and miss a lot of them, and it sucks. It was really bad in the first quarter. The Devin Booker was hot, even though he was coming off his worst playoff performances last game, and followed up with a 42 piece. So yeah, he was hot in the first quarter, man. He could not miss a single mid range shot. It was ridiculous, man. He was driving to the paint, into the bucket. He uses offhand a lot of the game, and it was quite intriguing to watch. I loved his game so much. But also Giannis they didn't really feed a lot of Giannis a lot like they were doing in game three. It was more just like I'm gonna shoot threes. I mean, he did have this one putback dunk that was nice, but like everything else was kind of weird. And he kind of looked gassed a little bit. I don't know why. He looked very tired, like he's bound to be for some reason. But he just looked very tired, and he wasn't very effective as much. Um, I want to talk. The next point I want to talk about is that Chris fucking Middleton, man. He had a big, big game, man. A huge game, and it was crazy, man. Like it was really mostly in the third and fourth quarter. He was just hot. Like he was hot. Like I believe he had 40 points. He just went off, man. He was the guy. He was making some tough shots, some tough mid-range shots. He hit a few threes, I think, but like basically from the mid-range and then from the free throw line at the end. But man, he was just hitting clutch out the clutch shot. He and Devin Booker were going toe to toe, shot for shot. It was really fun to watch. It was one of those classic NBA games that you see, man. Great game from him. I tweeted this. I was like, bro, you cannot waste this Chris Middleton game because if you lose this game, you have no idea when you're gonna give you another game like this. So I made sure to put that in, and hopefully he was gonna manifest, and it did, man. They I think this is the best game the Bucks have closed down the stretch in a long ass time. Even after the Nets series, man. That was one of the best games they closed in a long time, and it was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. D Book had a crazy game, by the way. Like he had a crazy game. Like he had 42 points and it didn't make a three. One of those classic 42-point games you see. He was on one like from the jump, man. He couldn't miss. Uh, Unfortunately, his teammates couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? They were just running the thing that was scary was that the Bucks were playing actually pretty good defense on him. He was just hitting every tough shot you could see, man. They excuse me, fadeaway jumpers, man, mid range, everything, bro, and the free throw line, like everything was going his way, and it was ridiculous to see Devin Booker, especially after he had a terrible game, his last performance. He comes in and gives you a 42 piece, like that just shows how good Devin Booker is and how he is. And it's so foul the shot that he does to the opponents, man. It's so crazy. Speaking about fouls, he had like 86 fouls this game. I mean, I'm being serious, man. 86 fouls. The man. That's moving on to the next point. The reffing was absolutely terrible. Like worst reffing I've ever seen. Like there was Devin Booker was in foul trouble the entire game. Complained about every foul, obviously. But the sixth foul, where he literally bear hugged Drew Holiday on a fast break to the layup to get a layup, and they didn't call it. The refs need to retire after that game. That was the worst officiated game I've ever seen, bro. Like I've ever seen. Like the officiating was so bad. He even got another seventh foul when he had a reach in and didn't get it. I believe he had a reach in. I think something like that. I forget. But like he didn't even get that one either. I'm like, I honestly want to keep D-Book in the game, but at the same time, the rules are rules. It was really good for the league for them not. It was really good for the league that the Bucks won this game because if Devin Booker had came up clutch in the final fourth quarter, that would be detrimental to the NBA. The NBA Twitter would explode. NBA would explode, and there'd be a lot of stuff to be. There'd be a lot of stuff to be talked about because that was insane, bro. Insane. Man, oh man, I was so mad. Anyway, uh, overall his game, he had a great game. Overall, he had a damn near perfect game. Okay, maybe not perfect game, but like he had a great game overall. But yeah, next point I want to talk about is man, CP3 choked. Like he was bad, like bad. Like he was bad this game. He had 5 turnovers. The Suns as a whole had 17 turnovers, bro. 17. Credit to the Bucks defense for that. But man, Chris Paul has these last few games, he has been turning the ball like a madman. It's been so ridiculous how he's been turning the ball because he's the point guard. He doesn't use to turn the ball over. And it's crazy that he turned the ball over so much, and he turned the ball over at a crucial point in the game. It was one of the final moments of the game. He dribbling up, he just lost it to Giannis, and then Drew Holiday picked it up and got a layup afterwards. Chris Middleton, but like Chris Paul has been so bad. Like yeah, he was really bad this game. Like he was really bad. Oh god, oh like he had what 10 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, something like that. One of his worst games of his playoff career, and it was just not good. Not good from the point guard, man. He really needs to step up. Obviously, you're probably gonna hear all this, and you're probably gonna not from me, obviously, but you're probably gonna hear all this chatter of how he had a terrible game and come back with a great game because that's just what he does. But at the same time, man, you gotta step your game up, man. That was really bad. Like I was very genuinely like scared. Like that was really bad, man. Um, as far as like Drew Holiday continued to have a terrible game, yeah, I don't know why he just like can't like he tried to have this stupid putback layup that was so stupid. After he got the rebound, like it was just really bad. He was just really like ugh. Drew Holiday's just been bad, man. Offensively, defensively he's been great, but like he had the one nice game in game 3, but like other than that, like he has been bad. And you don't know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But defensively he's been great. Defensively he's been great. He's been top tier great, man. Like playmaking, he's been nice too. But like, man, I feel like what's being swept on the bus was DeAndre Ayton's defense. Like he was actually playing great defense on Giannis, bro. Giannis didn't have like the dominant 41-13-5 game. No, he had like 26, 14, 8, 3 steals, 2 blocks, which is or 3 blocks, 2 steals, which is no 3 steals, 2 blocks. I think so, which is great. But at the same time, like that's a high class performance. At the same time, it wasn't like the dominant 40 point per game, 40 game, like shit that he was having for the past 2 games. And that's okay because he had a great game this game. Like it was a great game. Like DeAndre Ayton played great defense. Although he didn't do much of jack offensively. He did grab a lot of rebounds, but he didn't do jack offensively. And yeah, the Bucks had 17 offensive rebounds. Wow, I'm just looking at the stat sheet right now. They had 17 offensive rebounds. That is crazy to me. That's crazy. No one really shot the three very well. You know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder did have a decent game. Not great, decent game. Not like his game three performance. You know what I'm saying? My camera just shaked. My bad. But at the same time, like yeah, it's it's pretty interesting to see how they have been adjusting. The Bucks have been playing. Even Mike Budenholzer, man. I'm calling him Mike Budenholzer this time. He has been coaching his ass off these last 2 games, man. Like, man, this is the formula of the Bucks. Giannis, we all know Giannis is gonna do his thing, but it's one of those two of their core three has to step up, and it's been Chris Middleton. This was the Chris Middleton big game that we've been waiting for, and he had it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the defense at the end of the game. Giannis had a crazy block on DeAndre Ayton on the alley, man. It was like the biggest momentum play of the game, and I'm putting it up there with LeBron James, man. I have to because that was a really big block, man. Like really big, especially in the moment, turning point of the game. Like it was a really big block on alley. Like with the fact that he was able to read that so well and block it without getting called for the foul is great, man. That's just Giannis being Giannis. But people were taking it too far when they're like, this is why Anthony Davis. Well, I don't know why people say Anthony Davis was better than Giannis. Because he is, guy. He is. I'm sorry. But he is. You know what I'm saying? But man, this is Giannis' night, man. Giannis had a good game. Chris Middleton had a great game. Drew Holiday had a terrible game. Devin Booker had a great game. CP3 had a horrible game. DeAndre Ayton also had a not that very good game, even though he did have like a fuck ton of rebounds. But yeah, man. Cam Johnson was also great, man. Cam Johnson, that's my guy. Cam Johnson, great, man. He had a lot of those like mid-range pull-ups. Not mid-range pull-ups. He had a lot of like side-out mid-range shots. He had a couple threes. Yeah, great, man. Campaign also had some nice shots. Mikal Bridges, man, where are you, man? You didn't have the best game ever, but you didn't have the best game ever. Wasn't good, wasn't great, but at the same time, impact. It wasn't the impact like I believe that was game two where he had 27 points. Yeah, man, great game from him from game two. But this one, not very good. You know what I'm saying? Not very good. Um, we're looking for something. We're looking for something like that. Mikal Bridges, if they go as their wings go, man. Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges have a great game. Probably gonna lose that game, but man, that Jay Crowder 10 points or over, they win is kind of being dumb. Kind of being dumb right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of not existing. But hey, I think they'll figure it out eventually. And yeah, man. That was it for the video, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I post. And man, yeah, I'm gonna probably start doing, at least for the last few games, probably gonna start doing it like directly after the game, not like a few hours after the game. But yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we out. Peace.
I can't wait till I make it to the top. I can't